Hey, this is Sean Pulaski, and I'm making this video to tell you about the importance of education and how to improve education in America as a whole.
We can't accept anything but the best in America's classrooms, and that's why we've launched an initiative called Race to the Top, where we are challenging states to strengthen their commitment to excellence and hire outstanding teachers and train wonderful principals and create superior schools with higher standards and better assessments. We're already seeing powerful results across the country. But we also know that in the coming decades, a high school diploma is not going to be enough. Folks need a college degree. They need workforce training. They need a higher education.
Hey, this is Sean Pulaski, and I'm here to ask Mrs. Garrett, an award-winning teacher, some questions. So, why is it so important to receive a high school education?
Well, Sean, that's a very good question. But you see, the high school education is the starting point for the rest of your life. It shows that just like you get a driver's license to be able to drive a car, you can know how to drive a car, but if you don't have the license, you can't legally do it. You may know how to fish, but unless you have a fishing license, you can't legally do it. So when you get your high school education, that is showing that you have reached this particular plateau in your life and you're ready to go further up the mountain.
That is very true. Now, if you were president, how would you distribute the money for education? Would you concentrate on areas showing high test performances, thereby predicting a high return on your investment? Or would you concentrate on poor performance areas and hope of improving test scores?
Sean, that's a good question. I would probably suggest the first scenario only because our educational levels right now need a jump start. That would act as the federal goal. Now, the trouble areas could probably best be served by the states.
Good answer. Now, why do you think statistics show that you receive a higher salary when you have a college degree?
Well, Sean, when you go for a higher degree and you have studied and you have passed all of the requirements for a course, you show that you have a certain work ethic, that you are working for a goal, and that goal would be your degree, and that you have the ability to set goals and work towards them in a systematic manner. Also, you have the knowledge of the class, from the classes that you've taken, from the people you've talked to in those certain classes, because they all have a common bond, and it would be a community of that particular career path. Also, you have a vested interest in that topic because you've put all this effort and all this time and, frankly, all this money into this one thing.
These are some valid points. As a country, how could we increase the number of students aspiring for higher education?
Well, Sean, the answer is, there's the rub. How do we get it started? I would suggest first more recognition for high achievers, like the honor roll. Most people start out as children and into the teen years of wanting external motivation. Things like they start out with stickers, and then you go higher with perks. You can eat off campus and things like that. So you would have recognition of these high achievers in that way, giving them the internal, external motivation appropriate for their age group. Second, we are a country of competitors, but what we need is some intellectual competition, like the geography bee or the history bee and the math things and stuff like that, but put it on a national level rather than a small group of good spellers in the script spelling bee. And the last one is to advertise on youth social networks, showing that it pays to use your smarts and something like that, like on Twitter or Facebook or something like that. We have so many commercials for everything, you know, from dogs to furniture. We could put something on about how wonderful it would be to be able to use your gifts.
I see. Hey, this is Sean Pulaski, and I'm currently in front of Chaminade. Chaminade is a high school that focuses on good education. If every high school around the country would focus more on education, this country would be a better place. Thanks for watching, everybody.